I'm in a good mood, I'm stepping out tonight. I've got my heels on, and I got my money right. I'm looking for a shop on me. I'm already looking good as hell. Wanna meet up at the house.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Walt Weekly Podcast with your host, Walter Latham Sr., and co-host, Michelle Sweeney McCombs. We also have on board Bridget Stokes out of North Carolina. Today's guest, we have Tyronica Rawls. Tyronica Rawls, known as her stage name, forgive me if I mispronounce it, BadGir. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Is a rising female rapper hailing from Jackson, North Carolina. She later moved to Roanoke Rapids, where she spent most of her time writing and honing her craft. So kudos to you. Despite being diagnosed with diabetes, BadGir remains dedicated to her passion for music, drawing inspiration from iconic female rappers such as Lil Kim and Eve. All well, all as well as the legendary Betty Wright. Kudos to that one. She was a legend. Yeah. Thank you for that dedication. She has been making waves in the rap scene for the past 5 years. For BadGir, writing is the key to her heart, and she spends most of her time putting pen to paper. Her music is a reflection of her personality, experience, and struggles, and she is not afraid to speak her truth. My type of girl. Though she is primarily a rap artist, BadGir is not afraid to explore new lanes in music. She recently ventured into Southern Soul. Wow, I heard some of that. Proving that there is always room to expand. BadGir is signed to Nuplanet Entertainment with Ray Ramsey, and she is poised to take the music industry by storm with her raw talent and unapologetic style. Welcome to the Walt Weekly. We appreciate you taking the time out to spend with us, and Walter will take over with questions. Welcome, welcome.
All
Thank you for
right.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining Tyronica. All right. So finally, you're on the Walt Weekly podcast. And we've been looking forward to seeing you. And, I want to take it back to your childhood. Could you talk a little bit about where you're from, how you wound up where you are now? That's what I really want to hear. Give me a timeline.
Okay, well, I was raised in a little town called the Occoneeche Neck out of Jackson, North Carolina. Very country, full of fields. One house sitting in the middle of fields, just fields everywhere. Only thing I had to do was pretend. I used to stand on the porch and pretend that the trees were people. And I would stand on the porch
You had a
and I
dirt
would
road in the
sing.
front, didn't
Yeah.
you? Boy.
And I would stand on the porch and I would sing and just act like the trees and the field, the cornfield, and all that was people.
You had to have
I
imagination in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I
Hmm.
lived there till I was about maybe 7 or 8, and then I moved to Roanoke Rapids. But I would always just go back to the Occoneeche Neck and stay down there because my great aunt. I was raised, by my great aunt, great grandfather, all of them. So I was always back and forth. When it was time for me to come to school, I would come to Roanoke Rapids, go to school. Weekend, I was right back down to Occoneeche Neck. So I did go to school over this way, Roanoke Rapids or whatever. But by the time I got in middle school, it really came to me that I could sing or I could rap.
Right, right.
And even in middle school, I would stand on my mama's back porch, pretending that the trees were people, and I would perform. Didn't care who was outside. I was singing to the top of my lungs, still doing the same thing. I recorded my first song maybe when I was could have been about 14, and I was
Okay.
rapping though. I was rapping,
All right.
and I would throw a little tune in there, sing a little bit. But I always throughout my high school years or whatever, I would always go to the studio and record. But I didn't know nothing about music for real, so I would never put nothing out. But I always had music. I would listen to myself. Going back a little bit, when I was 11 years old, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And
Okay.
I thought diabetes would limit me from a lot of stuff, but actually, I lived a pretty normal life, long as I took my medicine.
And then you took your medication. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But that was pretty much it. Through high school, I joined a band. I was just really into music. It was always music, music, music.
What did you play in the band? Are you were in the choir or the marching band?
Yeah,
Which one?
yeah. I was in a marching band. But the
Was it
thing is,
what?
I didn't play an instrument though. I danced in the marching band.
I but you know I
But
was going to say you were a majorette or something. I mean
yeah,
you were a majorette, right?
yeah. But I
I
still
knew
like
it. I knew it.
my
I
all
knew
my
it.
years revolved around music. So
I hear you. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So that gives the audience a good understanding of where you came from and where you. Now we're going to talk about where you are and where you're going. You know, those are the things that we want to talk about. So
Okay.
you have just signed with Nuplanet. Am I
Yes,
that
sir.
okay? And that's a big thing to be able to sign with a record label.
Yes. Actually, I was signed to him with a female artist group. It was three of us,
Okay.
but we were doing
Oh,
rap.
okay.
Yeah, we were doing rap music. But with different personalities and everything, the female group didn't work out. But I didn't let that stop me. I kept writing, I kept recording, I just kept going. And I was already signed to Nuplanet, so I just decided to do a solo project. And here I am.
Yeah, it was just
I
a matter of just adding another piece to the document to your. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
how do you work with Ray Ramsey? Do you work with he's married to my niece. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the CEO of
He
New
is
Planet.
awesome. He's awesome. As a manager and me being a part of his label, he is great. I've seen where a lot of people, they get in the music industry. A lot of managers or whatever kind of like mess them over and stuff like that. But Ray is pretty much open with me. We're open with each other. Anything I need to talk about, he listens. Anything he needs to talk about, I try to be open with him. Because when it's like that, it works better. You don't want to have
Absolutely.
nobody in the blind, nothing. But Ray, he's an awesome manager. He rides me around and all the nice stuff. He treats me like an artist supposed to be treated.
There you go.
He really
You
does.
can't say
Yes.
any more than that. You can't
No.
want for any more than that.
That's
Fantastic.
fantastic.
So we got any
Hmm.
artists out there that are good. I know you can pass that screening process. I know it's very rigid,
Right.
but New
Hmm.
Planet is the place to go. Look up New Planet. All right, managed by my nephew-in-law. All right, and that's Ray Ramsey of New Planet. Okay, so Michelle, you have some questions before I move forward?
Yeah, I just want to know, is does talent run in your family? Or are you the first
Yeah.
generation? Hmm.
Yeah. A lot of they never took it as far as like, recording or actually, I'm sorry, signing
Hmm.
to a label. But like my great aunts, a lot of them can sing. My grandmother can sing. Um,
Hmm.
I have cousins, they do music too. I have a couple producer cousins in my family. So
Hmm.
yeah, music is throughout the family. And
That's awesome.
a lot of my people are church going people, so they're always, in the choir singing, stuff like
Hmm.
that.
That's fantastic. So during your career, have you been on tour, touring any major cities, or you just pretty much in the South?
Yeah, I've been down to Texas. I've been to Alabama, Mississippi. I've been a lot of places. Places I've never
Okay.
been. I can tell you that.
So
Um,
when you come to New York,
Whenever y'all call me, I'm coming out there.
yeah, get Ray on the phone.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get
He
ready.
will be
Well, Bridget's right there, so
he will be
she's
glad to bring me
We'll
out
pass
there.
that information. It'd be nice to see her in New York. Bring
absolutely,
some of that Southern soul here.
Yes.
absolutely.
All right,
Is
So
then.
Southern so big out there in New York?
no, I don't know.
Not not really, just your average TI, the old school ones. I
Right,
haven't
right,
seen
right.
any female Southern artists come this
Okay.
way yet. Yeah, yeah. Usually, like locally, you know, when you're from the area or the surrounding areas,
Hmm.
there's more popularity.
Right.
But I didn't hear of you until Walter introduced, and I'm like, this girl is good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think I sent the link to the
Yeah.
YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, I was checking out the videos.
Thank
And
you.
you're beautiful on top of it. So
Thank you.
congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
All
Yeah.
right,
All
all
right,
right,
Walter, you can take it back.
all right. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you very much. All right, so tell me a little bit about how it feels to be standing on that stage. I remember I used to play trumpet, so I used to play a lot of clubs in North Carolina. All right, when I was in you around younger than you in my team, I was a teenager actually.
Mm.
But that feeling of walking on stage is just something totally different. I think everybody feels it a different way. How do you feel when you walk? You got that big crowd out there. How do you feel?
It's amazing. I've always been the shy type, even though I could do music and everything like that. I'm so soft. Well, I was so shy and soft spoken, but once I got into the Southern Soul, and because Southern Soul is a lot different than rap to me. You can stand on stage and rap a song and the crowd won't do anything. But with
Ah,
Southern Soul, the people show so much love. And by me just coming out and walking on stage performing and the whole crowd can be singing your song, it's amazing. Like from the time I start singing the song to the end, the crowd is singing with me. It's an amazing feeling. And I would be nervous before I get on stage, but it's like once I hit the stage, I'm a whole different person. I'm a totally whole different
you like
person.
the attention too, right?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I can't blame you. I remember how I used to feel, but I didn't. I wasn't nowhere near you. I'm just sort of, little club, out in the country. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I did,
So I
we
do
used
have
to
a
hang out.
question for you.
Yes.
Who do you admire out there right now?
You know, Westlove, that woman
Mm.
is amazing. She's
Hmm.
amazing. Cicely Wilborn, she got signed to Nuplanet Entertainment as well. But I feel like it's almost like I wanna follow her footsteps because she's been doing it for a while, but I'm learning from her as well. Yeah, she's one of the ones that I admire. And King George, he was a rapper and he transitioned over to Southern Soul and he blew up and went crazy. So I was like, well, I used to be a rapper. Maybe I can do the same thing and blow up too. So between Westlove and King George and Cicely, they're amazing people and what they're doing is amazing.
I know the song that I heard that you did featuring King George. That was an awesome song. Took me
Thank
back to the
you.
day.
Stepping out. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Al
Stepping
Green
out.
and back then. You know what I mean? That's why we want to try to introduce Southern Soul
Right.
up
Yeah.
north. We
I
want to be
believe
that
Southern
portal for
Soul.
y'all guys.
I believe Southern Soul gonna take over after a while, y'all. I
Oh,
believe it.
I'm
Yeah, it
converted.
comes back. Everything comes back. Yeah, it comes back full circle.
Right.
So,
I never
yeah,
left actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you check out my playlist.
Classic.
Are
Yeah.
you up there now? Your song gonna be up there. All your
Thank
songs.
you.
Yes, yes. So anyway, who are some of the people that influenced you in the arts before you signed with New Planet when you were growing up or in your high school years? Who
Um,
influenced you? I think that's what I'm trying to ask.
with Southern Soul or just music in general?
Well, Southern Soul and music in general. I would say music in
Um,
general.
music in general. Um,
Like Lil Kim.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
Lil
doesn't
Kim,
matter the
of course.
genre,
Oh yeah,
right?
Lil Kim, Beyonce, and then me growing up, I grew up a lot around a lot of older people too. So Betty Wright, and I was listening to Slow Rolling on. I'm 11, 12 years old, listening to Slow Rolling and Stand Up in It, and I'm listening
Didn't know
all.
what it meant, but it was good, right? Didn't
Oh,
know
it
what it
sounds
meant.
good to me. I could move to it. So
Right. All right. So you're solo when you're doing your soul thing. Is that you're doing it solo or are you doing it with the other girls? Just you.
it's just me now.
All
I've
right.
like I said, I do features and stuff, of course, with songs with other people, but yeah, I'm solo. So yeah, I'm just by myself with the Southern Soul thing.
Okay. All right. So
Is it
Tyronica.
easier being solo for you to be creative and to have full create? And do you have full creativity with your work?
It's much easier being solo. But I can't lie, being with those group of girls brung me out of my shell. I can say that.
Okay.
Being around them because they wasn't as shy as I was. So being
Mhm.
around them brung me out of that shell. But being solo, being able to just voice my opinion and do what I want to do and be comfortable with what I want to be comfortable with, it's better being solo.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. So you have any new songs? I heard one now, to be fair, the one you did with King George.
Uh-huh.
You have any new songs that are going to be coming out?
Yes, well, if you with it, well, if he with it, featuring Cicely, I just did a song with her.
Okay.
I'm actually dropping an EP soon. So I'm gonna give
All
y'all about
right.
7 or 8 songs to jam
Okay.
to.
Okay. Now we're
So
talking.
yeah. Yep, I
Yes.
probably have 1 or 2 songs to finalize for the EP, and then I'm gonna drop that song. I don't have a date for it yet, but it'll be soon.
All right. Will you come back and, just prior to its rollout, could you come back and talk to us about it?
Yes, sir.
All righty then. All right.
That's awesome. Do you have anyone that you inspire to collaborate?
Uh, yeah, I would like to do a song with Westlove.
With who?
It's something about that lady. It's something about her. I just don't know. Westlove. She's another Southern Soul artist. Let's see. And I also want to do a song with Tucker. I'll take a song with Tucker. But yeah, for now, I think
Yeah.
like those are the next big artists I want to do a song with.
Mhm. Okay. Any parent past or that are currently out there now that you would like to work with on the whole spectrum of artistry, not just the southern?
Oh, if I could get a song with maybe Beyonce or Fantasia,
Mm.
and hopefully they look at this
Wow.
podcast and be like, "Woo, let me reach out to her and give her a verse," you know. But yeah, if I could,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I
That would
would
be
definitely.
Okay.
amazing.
All right. And now let's talk about, what you aspire. What would you consider your future? How would you like your future to read, basically?
Um, I have a son, so he's like my motivation. I just want to be able to provide for him and him not want for anything. As a mom, we already try to, make sure our kids doesn't want for anything, but I want to make it out here in this Southern Soul thing, and I want my son to be able to grow up saying that he didn't have to. I don't want him to struggle. Mama, I didn't want for nothing growing up, but here we are. We
Yeah,
out
keep
here in this
passing it
world, and
on.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. You always
So
want it better than what you had. You want for your children to
yes,
be better,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Yes,
Definitely
yes.
want him
All
to
right.
have more and be better than I was or I am.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Um, Another question. Can y'all guys hear me? Sometimes I bounce to mute so everybody can hear me. All right. Now, what I want to talk about is, do you have any major concerts coming up? And if so,
Yeah.
where would they be?
I do have one coming up in December. I have to get you guys the date, but I'll be in Texas. It's
Oh
a
man.
big show. Yeah, I will be in Texas. I think this is my first time performing in Texas actually,
Oh
and
man.
I'm a little nervous about it. But I
Tough
know,
out
like,
there. What city? What city?
um, is it
Austin,
Bay? No,
Dallas.
it's.
Houston.
I'm sorry, it's something with Bay in it. Bay City,
Hmm.
Texas, Bay.
All right, but we'll find out
Yeah,
before we release the show.
I have the flyers and everything for you guys. But I think it's Bay City, Texas. But yeah, I think that's a big show. King George is on it. A lot of different people is on it. And this, like I said, this is my first time performing in Texas. So, and I know my song is probably well known out towards that way, like Texas
Right.
and Alabama and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm
All
looking
right.
forward to feeling the crowd when I get out there. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I think I don't have any further questions. Did I
I
cover
do.
everything?
No, you did not.
Hmm.
Can you tell our audience where to find you, how to find you, social medias, website, everywhere?
There
Shout
you
it
go.
out.
Okay. Well, my Facebook page is Tyronica Rawls, aka Bad Girl. That's my fan page. I'm on Instagram under its_bad girl_, and that's bad girl without the L. And when you type that in, you'll see Tyronica Rawls come up as well.
Okay.
My YouTube, Bad Girl Official.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. All my socials.
All right. We're going to have that
All
in the
right.
show notes too
Mhm.
when
Okay.
this comes out next week.
All right.
All right. So it sounds good. I mean, Michelle, you have anything
Yeah.
else, any further
No,
questions?
I
Because you
mean,
bring up good stuff that I may
I do.
overlook.
I do. My son is in the industry, so I know the struggle. It takes a lot of time and a lot of nonsense to go through to get that right management team
Right.
that really believes in you, that you can trust, put your trust in with your basically your life.
Right.
And I'm glad you found someone, Ray, that gives you everything you need. And I really wish you a lot of success. I
Thank
think
you
you're
so much.
extremely talented. I think you're gonna go far. Just don't forget about the Walt
Yeah, yeah.
Weekly.
Don't
Make sure
forget
you
about the
come
Walt
back
Weekly.
I will
when you
never
get
forget
that
about
Grammy.
you.
Make
Amen.
sure we get your first Grammy interview.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty.
I really wish you the best. I really do.
Thank you so much.
Will you
Thank you
be
for joining.
attending? One thing I just remembered too. Will you be attending For the Culture trip down to Cancun?
Oh, yes, I will be in attendance. I can't miss that one. I cannot miss it. I
That's
Wow,
can't
good. I
miss
wish.
that looks like something we need to check out, Walter.
Yeah, I think that we
Yes.
can. Yeah, we can expense that one way or the other. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Sounds like it's gonna be a phenomenal trip.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
Hmm.
For the culture, folks.
Are you gonna be performing?
I probably will. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ray gonna put me up there somewhere. Yeah, yeah. You guys will get to see me perform. If you can, you guys should come.
Oh
Should come,
yeah,
Walter.
we're gonna try. We're gonna try. I mean, other
Okay.
worst, at least I think Miss Sweeney here will make that trip. Yeah,
Oh, so
Okay.
you throwing it on me? You supposed to be my partner.
I am your partner. But hey, you're younger. You're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
be
make it
fine.
happen. I'll definitely get in touch with her. I'm always traveling, so
Yeah, yeah. You
that would
got to
be
cover that.
it's a good cause for it. Gotta
Yes,
support.
ma'am.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, definitely. We're here.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Bridget, for coming on again. We appreciate it.
All
And
right.
thank you guys for having me. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Nuplanet Entertainment as well.
Okay.
That's
All right.
right. Who else? Who else? Shout out your baby.
Shout out to my son, Najor. Shout out to my parents. Shout out to
Okay.
all my fans and supporters. And shout out to Walter for bringing me on.
That's right. That's right.
That
And
hey,
Bridget,
I'm the
all in the
recipient of a lot of
family.
help.
And Bridget and Miss
That's right.
Michelle, co-host. Thank you
Thank
all for
you.
bringing me on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Blessings
we're
to
looking
you.
forward to you coming back and giving us updates. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
And when you
sir.
get big, 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 hey, don't forget to walk weekly, as I said
I'm
earlier.
not. I'm gonna say, yeah,
She,
Mr. Walter
Bridget
brought
won't
me
let her. Bridget won't let her, right, Bridget?
up.
Oh my goodness.
Blessings to you.
Oh yeah, all the best. I'm praying for you to succeed because hey, I admire what y'all guys are doing. And
Yeah.
this message, what I want to talk about a little bit, and very, very briefly,
Hmm.
is that to the audience, we will be bringing on Southern artists, okay, as a way of penetrating the Southern region, which is very important to us. We have been focusing on New York. We're going to focus on North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas. All right. So we
Southwest,
need to
yeah.
spread. Yeah, that's what we will be doing. So I want the audience to know because we normally wouldn't cover entertainment as much, but we think that through leveraging entertainment, we could get to the people. We will be publish very serious topics that affect the Black community or minority communities in general. And that's what our core mission is, all right, to bring them the information, to let them think about things that we are aware of that they may not necessarily be aware of. Nobody's a dummy, but it's just our take and on what we see and what we believe that people should know about. Okay, so with that said, we will leverage. We want to bring Southern Soul. We embrace Southern Soul anyway, because that's what we listen to. I listen to Al Green and all the rest of them, because I consider that my Southern Soul. And listen to your song, I think you moved it into the future where we are now. Okay, and I thank you for that. And I thank Ray for that. And I thank Miss Dina Ramsey for that, Mrs. Dina Ramsey, and Ray's wife. And I thank Bridget Stokes. All right, and of course, without y'all guys, who would the Walk Weekly be? But we do have very serious topics. If you take the time to, and I'm talking to the audience, take the time to check out the Walk Weekly. Being knowledgeable, being informed. That's the most important thing. Okay?
That's the most
we
important
have people
thing.
like you. Right. Most important thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
So with that said, I'm gonna end this. Anything that you want to say to the audience?
Close it out.
Anything that
Thank
you
you
want to say
guys
to the
for
audience?
watching.
Tyronica?
Thank you
All
guys
right.
for watching, and I hope I gained some of you all as fans and
Oh,
Oh
supporters.
yeah, definitely. Big
yeah, this is
fan
New
right
York,
here.
So
This is New York.
yes.
We're happy to spread the word about you and give you blessings. Tyronica Rawls, Bad Girl, thank you for joining the Walk Weekly. Bridget Stokes, thank you again for coming on and supporting the Walk Weekly. You can find us at www.thewalkweekly.com, social media, Instagram and Facebook at The Walk Weekly. You can find us on all streaming platforms, present and past podcasts. Thank you all. See you
All
in the
right.
next show.
Thank you. All right, y'all guys have
Good
a
night, ladies.
wonderful rest of your week. And
Yes.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
All right.
Good night, ladies. Have a good one.
Good night.
Dressed up nice, and I feel good.